Hello there everyone, and welcome back to another PHP programming tutorial. So in the previous video we worked on listing the sections and creating the menu. So here, if you remember, CMS/views or view, we managed to create these two um, menus. These are dynamic, right? And these represent the sections. So if we go in the administrator, add more sections, these will get updated and we will get more dynamically. So basically the end user will be able to update the website without doing any programming. Anyway, so since we finished this one, we will go to the next step, which is website view, section view articles within section. So what I mean by this is that if I go to trips, I should be able to list all the available articles inside the trips. So this is the thing. We need to make this menu clickable first. And if we click on it, we need to be redirected into, for example, view. We make something here, right? We indicate or tell the server we want to view this section. So I will say section, for example, trips. Okay, for example. So when the server finds there is a section, it understands you want the list to list all the articles in section, and that section is trips. I hope this makes sense. Okay, this is one way to do it. We could also put the ID of the section in here, but it is better, and ID of the section here, but it is better to put the name in here. It will make it a little bit more readable to the end user, if that makes sense. Okay, well, so I will now one thing here. If the name of the section contains spaces, we will have some weird characters in there. So that's all right. I think I'll make it a number. So it will be section slash, and there is a number here. Okay, so let's go with the number approach, if that makes sense. And this means we need to go to the view. So where is the control of the view? This is the control of the view. So let's create the link at first. I'm very sorry for jumping. Let's create the link first. So we need to go to the menu. Okay, so we have, this is a link, and we have the following. We would say href equals. Okay, so what will the link be? It will be CMS slash we have view slash section, and then we add this section ID. So I am going to copy this one, and this is going to be section ID. Very straightforward. So let's go back and refresh the page. So if I click here, oops, now my mistake is that I forgot to tell the server that this need to be evaluated. So my mistake, sorry. Let's go back, refresh the page. So if I click here, you can see section 1. Go back here, you can see section 5. Okay, So if I want to display the name instead, this is name. Let's refresh. This is section trips, and this is section likes. Okay, so yeah, so make this section ID. Very straightforward. Now all I have to do is go to the view logic, okay, and instead of using home, as you can see in here, we are going to do what? We are going to add the logic okay. So this is going to be section. Okay, so if we want to view a section in here, sorry, we are going to open this one. Next, we will need, maybe before we open connection to the database, we need to make sure the section ID is set. Okay, so basically if what was it, CMS underscore, what was it, parameter 1, what was the name? I need to go to the routing page just to remember. Wait, root, go here. Yeah, CMS parameter 1. There you go. So go to the view here. So if CMS parameter 1 equals nothing, okay, what I'm gonna say, header location CMS view home. Okay, so what this does is basically I'm checking if the section number is not being provided for any reason, redirect the end user to the home page. Okay, so we open a connection to the database. Now I need to load a section from the database. So there is, I think, what was it, get by ID, was it? No, there's remove, get sections, no, get section by ID, this is the one. Control C, let's go here. So we get section by ID and we pass to it it is CMS parameter 1. Okay, that seems to be okay. So we're getting the parameter, and this is going to be what? Section. So if the section is null, basically it could not connect to the database and we stop rendering. Otherwise, we go and to the view section. Okay, now one important thing in here is that, okay, we already loaded the section, but what we want to do is also get a list of all available articles in that section. Okay, so get all the articles in the section. Okay, so let's go to articles. Is there a filter we have that works on the section? Get article by ID? Oh no, so there isn't. So basically I am going to add I'm going to add this code in here. Okay, I'm going to copy this method first. So get articles in section, and this is gonna be section ID. There you go. So select this, and section ID equal question mark, and it is going to be integer, and this is going to be percentage section ID. Okay, so I am now filtering and getting only the articles in specific section. So we save this one. Let's go to the view. So articles equals articles get sections. What's wrong with my memory? I'm very sorry. Okay, so get articles in section, right? So get articles in section, and I'm going to pass the database, and I'm going to pass this one. Now you might be wondering why I am loading the section if I am using the ID already. I like to load things from the database just to make sure that, you know, the values exist. Again, this is not the best way to do things. Anyway, so if there is an issue in here, okay, I would echo this message and stop execution. Okay, otherwise I go to the section page to render all the articles in there. So let's go to the pages, let's go to the views, and now I'm going to here I'm gonna copy this page and paste it. Okay, so this is gonna be section, okay, section PHP. So let's save first, and let us click on trips, and could not connect to the database, so there is an error. And the problem is that I'm sending the name and not the ID, so there is an error. It's not that it couldn't connect to the database, so my mistake. So let's go to the menu, and I forgot to. Wait a minute. Go here, refresh. Okay, and trips. Okay, section 1. Undefined variable sections in menu PHP, line 9. Okay, so where is, okay, so let me explain what is happening in here, what the problem is. So the menu wants to render sections all the time, okay, and the problem is that with each request the sections need to be loaded again. In the logic of the view, which is, let me show you, which is this one, you will never find the code loading the list of sections, okay, and this is what's causing the issue. So basically all I have to do is just load this, and later on we will make it, you know, something constant. I mean, the loading of the sections will always happen. Okay, and yeah, so now let's refresh. Okay, now it worked. Now since we finished rendering the the page or the menu without a problem, now we are going to render the articles. So first things first, we want to show something that looks nice, so I will say h1 Oops. So we have h1. So I'm going to display the title of this section. Okay. So let's refresh now. Trips. Now we want to center that a little bit. And we refresh. So we have trips. And then we want to, display the description of the section. Okay. So we have h2. Section description. Yeah, my trips in the last 2 years. Okay, so let's assume that these represents the details or something like that. Okay, and next I will render a table of all the trips that I went through. So we are going to include the CSS for the table in this case, right? So we have this blue table. We did that in the admin, so I'm gonna copy blue table, get it from here and go to the section. Yeah, so I will put this one here. Okay, and let's go again to the other article. I'm going to copy a few things here. So we have table, we have a table here. Okay, let's go section here and go table slash table. And next, what do we have? We have th, what was it? th. Okay, and what also do we have? Okay, so sorry about that. Not debug, sorry. Let's save first, and now we refresh. Okay, nothing appeared so far because I didn't add anything. So td slash td. So now we are going to say title in here. Okay, and then we have the date, and that's it. I think title and date will be enough. We could also add the number to list the order of the, okay, number, title, and date. Now all I have to do now is to center this as well. So I'll put this inside center tag and slash center. Okay, and we save and we refresh. Okay, so number, title, and date. Okay, and now all I have to do is simply loop on this one. Okay, so now I will add PHP code to render the rest. So for I equals 0 and I is smaller than count of articles, and we have I plus plus. Okay, so a equal articles of I. Now the reason I'm doing it like this, I don't want to write all of this and indexing the I, I'm lazy. So now let us render a row. Now in order to do that, we say tr and it will end with /tr. And each row basically has 3 columns. Okay, so these are the 3 columns. Now the first one is gonna be now here we want to display an increasing number. So since I starts from 0, what we want to say is I plus 1. Okay, so it starts from 1, so article number 1, 2, 3, and so on. Next one is the title. So this is gonna be a article title, and the last one, what was it? I think it was published date. Let me see. Article published, no, article date. There you go. So we have article date. There you go. And let's go to the view, not the view. Where is it? There you go. So article date. It is as simple as that. Now let's go. Let's refresh. And there is an error. Count. Was it countable array? Blah blah blah. So I'm having something wrong in here. So let's go to the view and see articles. Okay, so obviously I was checking sections, not articles. So if there's an error here, I won't get it. Okay, let's have a so there's an error here when we are getting the articles in section. So put a breakpoint here. Sorry. And so let me refresh and see what's going on. So F11, so we have section ID, go here. So what's the error? The error is this column section ID in where clause is ambiguous. Okay, so the problem, just to let you know, the problem is that articles has section ID and I'm making a join with sections which also has section ID. So it was wondering which section ID I am referring to, the one in sections or the one in articles. So just need to select anyone, really, it doesn't matter. Okay, so that's it. And actually I don't need to join these, but whatever, just because I want to do things quickly and I'm lazy. So save this, and now we refresh, and still undefine a property article title. So let me make sure. It's article name, not title. My mistake. Very sorry about that. There you go. It's article name. Now we refresh. Okay, so obviously there's an error here. So that is weird. Wait a minute. I'll make this TR. This is TR. Okay. Refresh. Okay, so number 1, title, this is the title and date and so on. Now if I make th, it seems that with this CSS it is adding an extra column at the beginning, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna remove this and refresh. Yeah, now it's working much better. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so if I go to lakes, now this is the lakes. Now if I go back to trips, okay, so see here now lakes, trips, lakes, and the trips. Now the problem with this right now is well, you can see that the size changes a lot. So I want to make this table like, for example, 90% of the width of the page. Okay, and yeah, this one I could fix the size of the width, because here you can see, let me see, you can see the date changes. Okay, so here this is gonna be style width 5 centimeters always, or maybe 3 centimeters. Okay, and we refresh, so that's okay, that's fine. Okay, as you can see here, now the first column is not always what we want it to be. So I think I will go to this one. Since I can't access the first column width and it's auto, I'm gonna change the width of this one. Style width 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter should be more than enough. So we refresh. So lakes, that's fine. Okay, now this is more like it. Okay, not only that, we can actually make this h3 to make the whole table a little bold. H3, something like that. Come on, we save and we refresh. Oh, wait a minute, my mistake. Let me experiment this. Oh, since we are applying a CSS to it, it will not take that CSS into account, and not take the heading into account. I'm sorry. No problem. No problem. Well, so far this looks very good. So since now we can, go through these, there is no issue. Now the thing I want to do is, I can't go to the home view. For example, if I press enter, wait, don't know what to do with action. Okay, wait a minute. So let's go to the view. We have section home. Wait, give me a second, please. Don't know what to do about the action home. Okay, so I will do the following. So if the action is home, or action, there you go, I will just render the home. Okay, so let me see. If I refresh, well, oh, I forgot to add an else here. My mistake. Okay, that's fine. Now, before these guys, before this section, I need to add the home part to the menu. So in order to do this, I will go back here and go to the menu rendering part. Where's the menu? This is the menu. Okay, that's fine. Now I will just add one manually. Okay, so it will be like this. Oh, sorry, I was in the PHP code part. I'm very sorry. I need to go to the HTML. Okay, and add it in here. Okay, that's good. Okay, so what do we have? We just need to say view this as it is. Okay, like this. And this is gonna be what? This is gonna be home. Okay, now one other thing that I'm typing the name of the section in small letters. I want to make them caps. So I think to upper, is there to upper? STR, is there upper? Let me see. PHP.net, come on. Upper. STR to upper. There you go. So there is STR to upper, okay, which will convert to the name to all caps. So all I have to do is call str to upper, and yeah, that's it. And while doing that, let me also make this the home like this. Okay, that's totally fine. And let us refresh the page. So we have home, trips, and lakes. So I can go here now, and I can go back in here. I can go to the lakes, as you can see. Yeah, this is nice. Now, one other thing that what I want to do is when I select one of these guys, okay, uh, I want to, make it highlighted a little. Okay, so I need a way to indicate which one of these is being selected, if that makes sense. Now the problem is, well, the problem basically I need to pass something to the menu, if that makes sense. Okay, so in this case I will, okay, I will pass a flag to indicate the section ID being selected, if that makes sense. Okay, so this means in the logic, let's go here in the section, and when you want to pass or call the menu, where is the include menu? Okay, I will say mark, I will make this one menu bold, and I will add the name. Should I add the name of the section or the ID of the section? So menu bold equals what? This is gonna be, I will use the section ID. So basically this is gonna be section row section ID. Okay, since this is the section I am rendering, so I will need to check the menu bold if this variable is being set. If it is so, also check, in that case, check the ID, and if it is matching one, render it in bold. So let's go to the menu. So let me go to the menu over here. Okay, so I will need to do the following. Okay, PHP. Now if is set this variable, if menu bold. Okay, now I will need to check this one. Now if this one is matching, oops, if this one is matching what? Section ID is matching the value of menu bold. In that case, you know, okay, make a flag b equal false. So otherwise b equals true. Now after making this check, I would just say if b, okay, echo, don't make it echo, make it HTML. What do you think? Well, use echo. No, because I want to change the color. I'm very sorry. I'm not good in HTML, so don't know what's the best approach here. But basically, I got this flag and I need to highlight the menu item. So let me make it HTML, okay? Because it should work. Okay. So go here, else. Okay, so if it is not set, we will just do a normal rendering. Otherwise, we will do special rendering, which is in this case, I'll make this, oops, B, what is it? B, right? I hope there is a tag for bold or something like that. So let's refresh. And that is not it. I will just say this is a div, and this is also a div, and this is gonna be style equal background color, let's say blue for now, and nothing appears in here, right? So let's go lakes, okay, trips. Okay, so let me check this out. Let me debug. Save all. Fresh. Oh, it's working. You can see it is working. So maybe the bold one was working all along. So b/b. Okay, so now you can see this one's a little bit thicker than the rest. Okay, and yeah, so we have lakes, we have trips. Okay, and when we select home need to be highlighted. Now how do you do that? Well, basically I'm just checking the menu bold parameter if it is set. If it is not set, make the home bold. So all I have to do is also add a little bit of PHP code in here. So PHP, okay, so if is set, oops, and what was the variable name? Menu bold. Okay, so if it is set menu bold, okay, you just say render the home link normally, okay, otherwise render the home link as bold. Okay, and now we refresh. So now you can see home is being highlighted, trips is being highlighted, legs is being highlighted. So you can see now the site is taking shape. One thing that's annoying me that this one's small. I want it to be in caps. So go to this section, and all you have to do, where is the part? Yeah, it's this one. str to upper, and we just put this one here and refresh. So we have trips, lakes, okay, and so on. So far so good. Yeah, so I think this is good progress so far. So in terms of our to do, we finished this one. Okay, so now in the progress, what did we do today? 18, what we just added rendering for sections. Okay, and we go here, we paste in here, and we commit the changes. Okay, very straightforward. So since we finished rendering these right now, I think we are ready for the next step, which is rendering the pages. So that will be tomorrow. We will start rendering the articles. And yeah, I hope you can see this is how we can build dynamic website. But this is, as you can see, it's very simplified. We will have to do lots of polishing later on to make it look a little bit more professional. I hope you find this useful. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Bye bye.